So a little bit of heavy cleaning underway here. Trying to give you guys a little bit of an update on how the teleocichlids are doing. They are doing really well. They have just about finished the colonization of this tank. It's theirs now. For those of you that have never kept cichlids before, they are extremely intelligent. They are extremely intelligent, and they are definitely all about winning the battle of colonization. They will take over anything at any time, anywhere. And they're always prepared to do it. Now I've been fighting some cyanobacteria, and the way I've chosen to fight it, which is not exactly the best way, I'll guarantee you, but is one way short of buying chemicals to put in my tank or treating a 110-gallon tank with erythromycin for the bacterial side of things, is to hard siphon it off the surface of the sand, because it's mostly colonized in this area with the sand. And I've got to be careful that I don't suck fish up in the process, but I'm going in there and going after now I've created a tool to use to try to pull this cyanobacteria off the surface of my sand. It will roll up like a carpet if you hit it just right. And I have to be careful not to get too much of my sand in the process. And no fish. But as you can see, it's pretty heavily infected here. So it requires constant vigilance to keep it down to a level where it can be managed by efforts like this. While I'm in this side of the tank, I have to make use of my time by vacuuming the substrata and pulling out any dead plants. And I'm also going to do a quick cleaning of my canister filter. And I also have to scrub algae so you guys can see the tank clearly when I go to film these fish. My algae is really starting to build up. I'm not sure if it's partially because of this cyanobacteria or because I've been overfeeding, or what the actual function is that's causing the algae to really build up, but it's been really heavy. I have to stay on top of it to keep it clean enough to be visually appealing to film. As you can hear, sure my wave maker is down to the level of sucking air, which means I need to get back into it to fill it up again, high enough to keep it from, or shut it off, which is what I'm going to do this time, because I'm going to do a water change again. That will be enough to cause it to be completely out of water. When you're setting up a tank, you need to take into consideration how you place your heater so that when you do water changes, you are functionally able to get enough water out of the tank and not have the heater come to the surface of the water. And I have not done mine as well as I should because I have issues with my heater. If I do more than a 20% water change, my heater comes out of the water, which is not a good thing. As you can see, I've got a really heavy algae buildup. This green spot algae just really likes this tank. And I'm not a huge fan of cleaning algae off the sides of tanks because I think it's a good ecosystem member. That algae will help feed fry. My pencil fish forage off of it. When I have young tetras, they seem to enjoy it a great deal. My plecos will eat it occasionally when they're looking for something green. If the Apache hasn't fed them well enough. But it's pretty unsightly. And I know a lot of people don't like unsightly. So I can understand